Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG, as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we dealt with all of the things, except the dry Maybells. Because we can't. So let's go to bed, and I did notice, I think I pointed out in the last episode, that time is stuck at this time. I don't know why, I don't understand. We've seen it later than this, but let's go to bed.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on ferrotape.
Spinning on empty.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images. You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes. Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
We're making progress. Measured, steady progress. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world that's changing him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
I'm gonna feel the pillow under my cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on.
You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind.
No shivers, no wind. I'm gonna open my eyes. Holy crap, I can't zoom in. I mean, I can zoom in with a video if I want to, but yeah, let's do it. There we go. Huh. And now I can zoom in. Okay. Did I not sleep there?
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding, and despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions?
I assumed the most qualified and highly credentialed people were taking care of that stuff.
But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
What exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
I thought I was assigning the responsibility for the murder?
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
Indeed. Real issues then. All right, give it to me. I will accept responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
Do we really have... And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Rivershaw. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we have assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
I'm prepared to take on this awesome burden.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
I have a new task. Take on la responsabilité. We have many things that we need to do. Things down here are a mess. Someone really ought to do something about it. First, though, you and some other moralists should probably form a committee to decide whose job it is. Form a committee of moralists to assign responsibility. Kim might know where to start, question mark. Kim might. The problem is Kim is not here. Kim might be outside. I doubt it, though. No, Kim is outside.
Yes?
Good morning, he says. Kim, I have big news.
Okay,
I have managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality.
great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just one thing, though.
What?
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
That's the truth.
High fives all around. Let's go. Let's get back to work. We have a lot of things to do this morning. Well, this day. This day is actually the day... Oh, there's things that we need to do. Holy crap, there's things that we need to do. Kim, I've missed you so. All the things that I haven't done, and they're amazing and beautiful. In time. There's that thing over there. I dare not go there at the moment. We need to go to Evrard. We need, yeah, let's finish the things on the other side of the canal, and then we'll worry about what we have on this side of the canal. Kim, of course, doesn't know anything about the cryptozoologist. Oh, wait a minute. I can't believe I'm doing this before I go to the other side of the canal, but I am absolutely doing it before I go to the other side of the canal. I know it's something that I've been avoiding, and I like it a lot. I like where it goes. I don't know what's gonna happen, because of course playing different characters and all that, but I guess we're gonna find out. That said, oh wait, I did have other things to ask him. There was more options there. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're doing the thing. So we're crossing the river through here. It's good enough. I also didn't look to see if that... No, there's not a whole lot of things. There's the church and all that. Yeah, but there's not a whole lot of new tasks. It's the two over there. Let them be. Nothing here. Was it the buoy that required the snow? I don't think it was.
The dome-shaped plastic buoy bobs up and down in the water amidst the trembling reeds. The ajar latch still exhibits the emptiness within.
We're lucky it's still here a little longer and it would have floated away.
We still got here too late.
The lieutenant flashes a mirthless half-smile.
There's nothing of use here anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And it wasn't the buoy. And of course that line was Kim's line. I didn't realize this was a dead end, in fact. How did I not? Wait a minute. If this is a dead end, where does this lead to? Oh, right, the other area. I know, we're gonna see all of this, but certainly down there we need to go. And over here we need to go as well. Many things need to be done. But for right now, what I'm doing... I didn't contextualize what I'm doing. I'm just going this way. Hey, let's see if Kim wants to call someone.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on...
Don't taste it. Don't taste the thing. Kim does not want to call anyone. Now, what I didn't do before was explore this area completely. And the reason why is because Kim actually interacts with this quite a lot. We're gonna get some money so we can buy that other thing that I forget. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. Oh. Huh. That's context. Oh.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
I don't think I have a handkerchief. Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak. They do. I don't think I can be careful. Oh.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
I think that's context again.
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. I'm gonna examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
And the kebab wrapper?
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
But I did finish a thought. A bit unbidden thought, but still.
Col de Mama Dakwa. It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Col du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening.
I have gotten a golden ear, which gives me 3 perception. The Col du Mama Dakwa is done. It also removes encyclopedia because there's no room for anything else, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's fine, I think. Probably.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the left leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any sign of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer.
He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket.
We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Let's study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Let's examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Rybowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Let's look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is,
The lieutenant shudders from the cold.
I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Let's examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
I don't think I can collect them. Let's examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Let's step on the floorboards. And because I know that I need to be careful, maybe this is just confirmation?
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet.
Let's step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Let's study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
It is custom-made, Composure. We know who made it.
A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar.
It does, Logic. Let's search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
We will, Kim. Let's study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits. When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
Let's examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Kim looks south, the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
We know who this is. It's the working-class woman's missing husband. Dead on the boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand?
He looks at the bundle of flesh and rags lying on the ground.
Why do you think it's her husband?
The leather jacket. I'm gonna point to the man's clothes. It matches her description perfectly.
The bright blue lining?
He nods, then points at the ring on the man's left hand.
Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab.
He shrugs.
It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pucks.
Could it be related to the lynching?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? 2 suspicious deaths in such a short time frame.
You're right. Connecting it with the lynching is a stretch.
Without any further evidence, yes.
Do you think he was drunk? I'm gonna point at the bottle.
Oh, yes.
The lieutenant nods. What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
He smiles sourly. Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station for Mike and Emma. Let them know we are taking the case.
Copy that. And let me see what this is. This coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. I thought I was going to be able to look at things. Also, did you notice that? It's a long way down to your death from here. 20 meters at least. It was my or shivers, potentially. Anyway, let us see. Dead body on the boardwalk. Yep. And then we have the folded library card. A library card found from a pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Let's look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Let's look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
It's still 8 a.m., so they haven't opened yet.
Good.
He takes a note.
We should give them a call from Mike and Emma. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Let's put it away. And we have a breakthrough thought in here. We also have the end of the episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.